Style is a way to say who you are without having to speak. With style, we stamp our own personality. Today, we have a multifaceted fashion entrepreneur, an academician, and also an acclaimed celebrity. She grooms people not just in their style but also in their skills. I welcome Ms. Shanmugapriya, proprietor, Aphrodite's Drape. Can you tell us about your business, ma'am?
I run a studio, a design studio called Aphrodite's Drape, which is named after a Greek goddess. Not everybody knows. This is a customized fashion studio where we individually customize according to their color, their sizes, and it is made to order. So more of a tailored fit. It's not like any other boutique where you walk in, you purchase and go, but here you come, we allow you to know yourself. So we are into image consultancy also for corporates and other sectors, where we groom the candidates for their interviews, and we groom them for presentations. So all this is a part of our studio and our Aphrodite's Drape.
Aphrodite's Drape, it has a very good ring for it. Why did you particularly choose Aphrodite even though there are so many goddesses in Greek?
Basically, I love Greek mythology. They say it myth, but I still believe in all those gods and goddesses. And Aphrodite is someone special who is very seductive over her looks. So when she always attracts. So based on that, I always wanted my clothesline to be an attraction. So that's why we call it as Aphrodite's Drape.
How do you see the evolution of fashion over the past 20 years?
That's one thing I always keep telling. Fashion is not found or created. It was already created by our ancestors, our early men for that matter, who wore leaves or animal skin. We are designers, are only improvisers of those fashions. So, and it keeps repeating. You see the bell bottoms in the 60s and 70s. That is, again, it was repeated in the 90s as a boot cut, and again it is repeated now. So it is only repetition of fashion. There is no evolution of fashion as such. Fabrics, yes, texture wise there's quite an evolution for what it was, as I said, from leaves to what synthetic and natural materials we wear. And again, now they're going back to eco-friendly fabrics and all those things. So it's always evolving. I would rather say, it is rotating and coming back to the same thing in a different form.
I was interested to know that you're also doing upcycling of old clothes. What it is actually, and can you tell me about something?
Clothes is very special to women and men. More than men, it is very special to women. We value it, say it a wedding dress or your baby's first dress. All that, you keep it aside and you just keep watching it. Instead, we try and give it a new form. Say your sari or silk sari of your wedding can be made out into a skirt, or you can stitch that as a dress for your child. So giving a new form to your old clothes. It can be converted into any form, or even it can also be a drape, curtain drape in your bedroom where you can always see it, a cushion cover. So people don't realize that. They give the needy, fine, well and good, somebody is benefited. Otherwise they just trash it, which we think you can bring back that to life. So that is upcycling of old clothes. So you give it to us, we give it as a new form.
Fashion is different depending on the person who does it. What is fashion according to you?
Fashion, what I believe, is a day-to-day use. Okay, a sweeper's dress you take for that matter. Earlier they used to wear a 3/4 sari, and you can see, my days, you can see all these sweepers and men in shorts. And today they have a dress, a uniform which is given. That is also fashion. That is another evolution which you were asking about. So fashion starts, you can see fashion in everything, from the bindi you wear. Okay, so fashion doesn't pertain only to clothes. It is accessories, the shoe you wear, the bag you carry, the bindi you wear, the hairstyle you do. So it's a vast ocean which has got a lot of sectors. But what is registered is a wrong fact of just dress is fashion. But that is not what it is. Doctors wearing a colorful scrub today is fashion. It's an identity according to me. What you wear is your identity. Whether you are a doctor, you look your profession. All that also falls under fashion. So just glamour is not fashion according to me. There's much more than that.
Can you tell us about the other activities that is happening in Aphrodite's Drape?
As I told you, we are into image consultancy. We do uniform productions, we do mass productions for corporate sectors, and we do uniforms for school children. We do their annual day program costumes, and I personally do costumes for movies. These are the other things which happen. Grooming is a major thing we look into. Today, that is very, very essential. We have lot of students coming from the south who really are finding it difficult to adapt themselves to the modern sector of the city life. Though they learn a lot through, world is in your palm through your phones, but all that what Google says is not true. Practical life is totally different. So we give them an instruction. We tell them what practically is possible and how they can carry themselves. Body language is one which is very important in our grooming session. The way you sit, the way you present yourself, the way you talk to people, what is that you need to, the way even a shake hand you can read people with a shake hand. So all these are specialities at Aphrodite's Drape.
What are the challenges that you faced while doing not just the clothing, also these activities, and how did you overcome all those challenges?
Challenge is a day-to-day scenario I think everybody faces. So convincing a customer is very difficult. They walk in with a mindset, and there are other people who has already convinced them that this is going to be good for you or this color is good for you. Yeah, they may be your close knits, or when we tell them, they contemplate, which is right. They get, so all these, convincing a client is very difficult. And moreover, when the outcome is there, when we say something, man's mind is a creative box. So we tell them something, they think of something, and then when the outcome is done, they are not too happy about it. So these are all the challenges which we face. And otherwise, I think it's a beautiful industry where connecting with people is very interesting. You get to know a lot of new things, and you learn every day.
That is really appreciable. And then how did you reach to this idea of grooming the person's style and also their skill? How did you reach to that idea?
I always believe in making a difference. In a sense, I personally, be it my friends or be it my cousins or my family members, I always like to be there to make a difference. And hopefully I think I have, and that always led me forward. And moreover, women, I am sometimes they call me a feminist, but I'm proud about that though. Women has to always, and she needs to look high. That's one thing which I look up to. And as a woman, I think I begin with myself. It starts with me. So I make a difference to someone, and where in turn it becomes a teamwork. And I have a wonderful team of people who supports me, be it my tailors or be it my security or be it my helpers or my designers, everybody, and my friends. So a wonderful team which actually keeps us going, and making a difference is the only thought process which leads me.
That's right. That's right. If suppose somebody has to work in your team, what are the qualities that person needs?
First thing is they should be interested. This should be their passion. They need to work happily. That's the only criteria I tell all my employees. I tell them, the atmosphere, we create atmospheres. When you work happy, you create a happy atmosphere. And we are all humans, we make mistakes. Whenever we make mistakes, there is always a correction. So when there is a mistake, bring it forward to us. We will work it out as a team and sort it out. Rather than, don't face it alone. I don't allow my teammates to face anything alone. I always step in or pitch in. So that way a happy atmosphere is very important.
In your opinion, how the society's perspective differs when it comes to accepting a male entrepreneur and a female entrepreneur?
I would rather say comparison itself is wrong. You don't have to compare to stand out. Your actions needs to speak that. When you put your thoughts into action, it speaks for you. And society will always support you when you do good. So there is nobody who says don't do good. try and do good, and the society is there to back you up. That's more than enough. There's always a negative and positive side. How you take it and look at it on a positive perspective is very important.
Exactly, that is right. Exactly, that is right. How would you describe your design aesthetic?
I like more Indian clothes, and more South Indian is something which I like. But as I said, with my clients, it depends on their occasion. What are they going to? They're going for a pageant show, or they're going for a wedding, or dress accordingly is very important. So you, as I told you, look your profession or look where you're going to. That's how it goes.
Thank you for spending your valuable time with us, ma'am. Looking forward to meet you again.
Thank you very much, Angel, and I thank all of you, the entire team here, and I wish all the women a very happy Women's Day. Good luck.